Hello. So, um, things have changed. I didn't go to McDonald's this morning. Anyways, um, so I actually, I'm actually really exhausted right now. I did not sleep last night. I'm gotten to that point of my sleep issues where I'm basically looping around a full 24 hours. So, yeah, I'm exhausted right now, but I think I'm just gonna have to stay up until until around midnight or so and hope to fall asleep by then. It's not something I like doing, but this isn't the first time I've had to do this. I have always had sleep issues, and it's especially bad these days because um, I don't handle the nights very well anymore. So, um, yeah, I don't know. So I need to work on that. Uh, so I'm just gonna wait till it's later. By the way, I painted my nails last night. I did a really bad job too. Honestly, it's a lot of it got on on my actual fingers. It's a really shitty job. But I was doing it in the dark in bed because I couldn't sleep. So anyway, diet stuff. So what did I do last night? I did some stuff diet, like some. I was gonna. I was doing some food related stuff last night. I spent a lot of yesterday organizing things actually, but I cleaned a lot of the kitchen out yesterday. Just doing a lot of the dishes and stuff. I weighed all my bowls. That was a useful thing to do. Was to just go ahead and weigh all my bowls. Um, oh, and I also took some of those tests. Test your knowledge, crushing it, motivation, get you started, blah blah blah. So right now they really seem to be adamant about me doing my first weigh-in after the first one, and I don't have a scale, so I ordered one last night. Out of frustration, I just ordered a really cheap one for less than $20, and unfortunately, it's going to come in, I believe, tomorrow. Um, so yeah, I don't know what I'm doing today. I think today is mostly just going to be a work day. So so let's log meals. So now I will, since I could not sleep last night, at some point early in the morning, I got up and I had to eat something. So I went over and had a burger. Made me feel a lot better, actually, because I really was going without food for a while at that point, because I try not to eat before going to bed. But, like, that's hard to do when you just can't sleep. So I had a burger. I had the leftover burger from a couple days ago that you might remember me mentioning. So that's what so I wrote that down as breakfast, not a healthy meal. And so when I woke up today, I was like, I can't just go to McDonald's and get more McDonald's food. I gotta do something different. But I don't really have anything I want to eat in the house at the moment because I still haven't done a proper grocery shopping. So and I didn't want to eat curry in the morning, so and I was feeling particularly shitty, so I really wanted some I wanted something to wake up with because I'm gonna be have to force myself to stay up for a while, so I'm really out of it. My sleep schedule sucks. So I'm gonna label that as lunch. Um, so I'm gonna say Taco Bell. This is the so to try and still be somewhat healthy about this. I went ahead and ordered an old meal I used to get more often, but I kind of stopped when I stopped my old low carb diet I did 4 or 5 years ago. It actually was pretty successful, but I was also able to eat a lot more calories at the time. Um, so it was a lot easier to sort of work around a lot of the little things. Also, I didn't drink back then, which made it a lot easier. Uh, but yeah, let's see now. So Taco Bell. Uh, so so what I was doing here is, um, So what I ordered was the Cantina Power Bowl. I don't know if it's still called that. Here it is. They don't. Whatever. So the nice thing about the Cantina Power Bowl is, if you don't know what that is, it's their burrito bowl essentially. They've had a burrito bowl for like a while. It's honestly not great. Um, like I haven't checked to see if it's any cheaper than just going to like Chipotle or El Pollo Loco, which let's face it, they both have better food. um, when it comes to that, because the thing about the Power Bowl is that the thing about burrito bowls is that they live and die off the quality of their ingredients. And Taco Bell, they're working with some really limited stuff. So they're Power Bowl. So what it is it's some black beans, it's some Mexican rice, and it's some of their veggies, like the shredded lettuce and tomato, and like some sour cream and some guacamole, which at least their guacamole is okay. It's not like Wendy's terrible. Wendy's guacamole tastes like chemicals. I don't know what the hell it's up with that. It's just bad. Um, it's it tastes like the guacamole you get at the store. The Taco Bell one tastes like the guacamole you would get at a store that come in the little cups. It's still not like as flavorful as some homemade guac can be, but mm, um, but guacamole is one of those things you have to really nail down the ratios because it can go bad real fast if you're not careful. Uh, I know from experience. I made my fair share of guac. Uh, anyway, so I actually I did not eat a lot. I ate like honestly probably a cup's worth. So I think if I can go to like a cup, well, I got ounces. There's 16 ounces in a cup, right? Whoa. So one cup is more calories than the entire meal. I'm an idiot. That's a pound. It's an ounce. I'm thinking of fluid ounces, not. I'm so confused. Ounces. They're talking about ounces as in weight. This is a weight. They're not volume kind of thing. So there's not going to be any equivalent to a cup in here. Ugh, God, I'm an idiot. I need to pay more attention to the way these things work. I don't know what how many grams it is. The thing about servings is like one serving. Mm, the thing about one serving is, or the thing about using the servings is that, as you can see here, they only let me do like a quarter at least, and I don't think I ate a quarter of it. I think I ate more like a fifth, but I'm gonna say a quarter for now, because I'm probably gonna finish it later today anyway. But I don't know. That is exactly the kind of meal I can see myself just kind of periodically eating throughout the day because it's just you know. And yeah, it's mostly beans and rice. So and black beans really. The chicken is pretty bad. It's the Taco Bell grilled chicken. It's not terrible, but it's not great. It honestly reminds me of the prepackaged chicken breasts you can find, like the farmers market ones. Um, but like somehow more bland. Uh, so I could probably make this at home easily if I just need the rice. That's the only thing I would need to start to get good about is making good Mexican rice at home. I need to learn how to do that actually. You know what? That should be a project. Tomorrow I should go out and get some ingredients and I should try making some at home Mexican rice. Uh, I'll look into it. They're very simple recipes, but I need to buy some tomato paste. I think, right? Because I don't have tomato paste, and I think it's like either I'll have to look at recipes again and remember if it's tomato paste or tomato juice that's typically used. Um, but anyway, so yeah, let's go with that. Call it done. Cool. School's in session. All right, let's see what they say about. Oh, I completed my walking regimen for today, and it's significantly less for some reason. That's odd. All right, I want to see what. I want to see. Okay, okay, that's cool. The Taco Bell Cantina Power Bowl is labeled as a moderate proportion, not a limit your proportion, which is good actually. Uh, that's actually so they're not being completely unfair. They're not being completely unfair. Actually, well, I say that they're literally calculating it based off of they're literally calculating your meals based off of a ratio. There's actually not a ratio, but a formula. Basically, it's the amount of calories divided by the weight, I think, creates its score. So like, so when they say green, so the green stuff in there is like really is really really calorie light stuff, which isn't going to be actual meals. I think most of that stuff is just going to be snacks, because they're so calorie light. They wouldn't qualify as a whole meal. Um, so yeah, I have a feeling what this app is ultimately kind of wanting me to do is to try and make my meals smaller and start snacking on a regular basis, because that's one thing I noticed very quickly looking at this is that I don't snack for the most part. I have decent sized meals set up throughout the day, and I really shouldn't be doing that. That's not quite as healthy as from what I understand, that's not as healthy as just having smaller meals. So I'm definitely gonna need to find some better like snack things to just have on hand. Um, some kind of perhaps like yeah, I don't know. Probably a lot of I definitely need to get some vegetables. Trail mix like can be pretty decent, but it also is really high and it's really dense in calories. So um, I don't know. Like a fistful of nuts is not that bad. Um, but I think I definitely should look into getting myself some snacking vegetables. Celery is what usually comes to head. Um, a lot, carrots are a good snack food for me. I don't know. Honestly, like yeah, snack foods. I don't really think about snack foods that often. When I think about hunger, I think about hunger. But that might just be a bad habit of mine. Anyway, so it looks like I remember putting some tasks in last night. I did. Okay. I added some stuff to my wish or not wish list, but I have like I have a shopping list that I've been working on. So when I inevitably do go shopping, when I have money to shop, I'll just know exactly what I need to buy to make some very basic stuff. I was just gonna buy some stuff to make breakfasts, to start making breakfast at home again. Just I'm thinking, just stuff with um, eggs and spinach and tomato. Usually a pretty safe bet to make like decent meals in the morning. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I sent out all the emails, so now everyone's getting back to me, and now I have to do a bunch of work. Or I have to organize those and probably start on them. I have a lot of drawing I should also be doing today, so I should probably stop rambling and get back to work. So yeah, another day, another Another dinner vlog, another rambling about, potential future dietary measures that I may do. But at least I kind of have a general idea of like what one of the healthier options I can have on demand. I also need to do a similar thing with Panda because Panda was actually really helpful when I did the low carb diet because you can actually really there's some really low calorie options when it comes to Chinese takeout. You wouldn't think so because Panda is mostly known for their orange chicken, which is like seriously, it's just sugar. It's sugar chicken. And this is a Rick and Morty thing, right? I guess. Like it's just there's so many calories in it. But like their Kung Pao and like their even their beef and broccoli and their pepper was it pepper chicken? There's a couple of other ones in there that are just like insanely low calorie for what they are because it's just basically meat and veg, and then the carbs come from either whatever rice you get, which you can get brown rice, or you don't even you just get steamed vegetables. Though their steamed vegetables are kind of awful, to be honest. Not a big fan of them. They have no flavor. They really need to salt them or do something. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. They also throw kale in there. I don't like kale that much, especially not steamed kale. Like, why do they have to throw? It's like the inedible parsley they throw on like dishes to make them look fancy, but ironically make them look cheap. It's it's like that. It's just it's gross. I don't get it. I never got that. It's like apparently super health food kind of stuff. Maybe it tastes better in smoothies. I don't know. I've never had kale in a way that I've enjoyed. I've always found it just kind of unpleasant. But but I also just don't like leafy greens much in general. Spinach is okay, but I only like spinach when it's cooked. Cause or cabbage, if does cabbage qualify as a leafy green? I don't know. I like cabbage a lot actually, but that's because it really doesn't taste like a leafy green. It's not that leafy. It's got some body to it, you know. Um. Anyway. Speaking of cabbage, I should look up more recipes that use sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut, but I barely eat it because I only ever really eat sauerkraut on hot dogs, and I don't eat hot dogs that much anymore because they are not filling at all. And yeah, I think that's. I'll look into it. I know there's plenty of uses for sauerkraut. I fucking hate this facial hair, and I want it gone. Anyway, all right, signing off.